Welcome back to Dmac Mad Gaming. I'm your host Dmac, and here we believe gaming is a lifestyle, not a hobby. Welcome back, guys, and today we're talking about SupermMassive Games' newest release game, Dark Pictures Mad Gaming. Now, if you've never heard of SupermMassive Games, they are the same developers that made Until Dawn, which was a hit in the gaming community for the PlayStation 4. Sony Interactive published it, and it was a fantastic game. It's still talked about one of the best interactive survival horror games ever. And I really love that game. So when I heard that SupermMassive Games was working on a new IP, which is Dark Pictures, I was like, I'm in it. And I followed the development team throughout the process of the game, and they put a lot of time and effort into the character models. They put a lot of time into the narrative. They put a lot of time into the sound effects of how the ocean sounds and things like that. And I was really hyped to play this game. So when I got my hands on it, I played it about 3 or 4 times, and I decided that I'm going to do a video and let you guys know my opinion about Dark Pictures Mad Gaming and let you know if it's worth your time and money and effort. So let's get started. So first of all, like I said before, SupermMassive Games developed this game. They're the same developers for Until Dawn, which was a 7 to 8 hour game. This game is only about 5 or 6 hours, so it's 3 hours less than Until Dawn, and it's much cheaper than Until Dawn. It's only $30. So I'm saying $30, that's not bad, as long as I get a great experience from it. And I have to say, it wasn't what I was expecting. And in this video, I'm kind of break down my thoughts about the actual gameplay, the narrative, the character models, and why I feel like it didn't kind of match up with Until Dawn, which a lot of people in the gaming community that love type of games like this was really comparing it to, and it kind of fell short of that goal. Now I know what you guys are gonna say. A lot of you guys in the gaming community don't feel like interactive survival horror games are fun, especially when it's all about decision making and talking and exploring. When there's actually no real actual gameplay, no upgrade systems, no combat systems, no gunplay, nothing like that. So a lot of gamers in the gaming community don't feel like this is an actual game. But for small niche of gamers like myself, we love games like this. And the reason why I love games like this is because I'm a big fan of Detroit Becoming Human, Heavy Rain. You know, a lot of these interactive games that was developed by great studios like Quantum Dreams and others that are fantastic games that tell a great narrative. And for games out there that like narrative-driven stories, these are the type of games that we live for. But I have to say, I was kind of let down with Dark Pictures Mad Gaming. Now, this is a standalone story under the Dark Pictures series, which they're going to release some more games in the future. The next one is called Little Hope. It's supposed to come out in 2020. So when I first heard about this game and heard reviews before I actually played it myself, I was thinking, like, is this an entry fee to the next installment, $30? Now, I know what you guys are saying, gaming community. Wow, DMAC, only $30? That's pretty cheap. And is it a great experience? They still kept that horror jumping survival mode in it. You had some great death scenes and some great interactions with the characters dealing with some horrifying situations. That was still there. It just, I feel like the writing wasn't there. And I felt like that they should have took more time into creating a better plot and kind of build up the characters that we were playing as, because I feel like they were bland. They weren't memorable at all. And I'm going to break that down in this video. So let's get started. So first of all, SupermMassive Games did a great job with the aesthetics of the game. The visuals look amazing. The character models look amazing. The sound effects and the dialogue between characters were clean. You can hear, you can understand. It was did really well. But the actual writing of the game is where it kind of fell short. Now, the gameplay element is just exploring and making decisions. That was on point as well. I mean, it's kind of really hard to mess that up. The only way that could be messed up if the writers don't create a great, compelling narrative. And I think that's what this game fell short at, because of the narrative wasn't really exciting. I understand what they was going with this type of narrative, where it's slash supernatural slash reality. So the supernatural part of the game was derived from something that was created through science or something like that. And I think that was an interesting twist, but I think they could have built up and did a little bit better with it. Give us some backstory to what this is and why it is there, and why this was on this ship and things like that. I really feel like they could have went in deeper with that, but they didn't, and that's why I feel like the narrative fell short. And the characters, like I said, they was really bland. They didn't give us no real character build up for these characters. So it didn't make you really care about them. I mean, I played 3 times, and each time one of my characters actually died because of a decision I made. I didn't really care. I really didn't have a favorite character throughout the game. I mean, when you play games like this, you're looking for characters that you can relate to and that you can care about. And that when something happens to the characters in interactive games like this, you feel sad. Like in Detroit Becoming Human, Kara. if something happened to her because of the decision I made, I would lose my stuff because I was like, oh no, why did I make that decision? In this game, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it at all, and it was kind of disappointing. I feel like the writing could have been better. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, in the gaming community. The narrative isn't bad, but it's bland, and it needed more build up. It needed more detail, so it needed to have a little bit more backstory. Even if it was just a quick little paragraph or quick little flashback of why this is there and why this is happening to these characters, would be a lot better and kind of give us a little backstory to each of these characters and who they are as individuals. And because it's not a traditional interactive game where you do combat and you upgrade and things like that, or use certain weapons throughout the game, it's based on the narrative, how good the writing is. And because the writing wasn't on point, I feel like it lacked that one little thing that made to make it a phenomenal game. And I'm kind of sad about that. I really felt like that SupermMassive Games writers could have did a little bit better. And I mean, that's the only really bad part I have about the writing. It's just bland. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great neither. I mean, I see where they were going with, like I said before, but I feel like they could have did a little bit better than that. Now, the actual gameplay, the controls feel done really well. The controls feel great. The characters respond really well. I mean, they did some motion capture with the actual characters that made it feel realistic in so many ways. That was phenomenal. And I feel like that they did a really great job with that. And then they do have a mode. They have 3 different types of mode. And each mode has its own unique twists and things that I think is kind of cool. And for $30, I mean, for $30, that's not bad. And I have to say that, in all, I feel like the game was okay. I wouldn't say it was as great as Until Dawn, but what gives me hope for this series is that this is only one story of many more stories to come. Now that when you played and finished the game, you got kind of a quick trailer to the next one, Little Hope. And I wonder if that's going to be another $30 game, or are you going to be able to buy a season pass, or is it included with buying the first standalone game? Because they said it's a series of standalone games under Dark Pictures. And from the trailer of the next one, Little Hope, it looked like it's going to be a little bit better. Look like it's going back to its roots, like Until Dawn, which I'm kind of excited about that. But if you ask me, is Man Mad from Dark Pictures worth your $30? If you're looking for an interactive story that is okay with narrative, and you like games like this that you can kind of have fun with your family or friends when over, it's a perfect game to play with the whole family. Or on a day, on a night that you want to hang out with a bunch of friends and come over to the house and play it. It has a co-op mode where that's phenomenal, where each person can get a certain character to play, and when their character comes up, you actually play as some character and watch them make decisions to see what decisions they make and see the outcome. It has great value in that alone for $30 for just a party game, a game to have around when you're entertaining people. But for a game that you want to indulge in and play over and over again, I wouldn't say it's worth the $30. I'm sorry. I mean, and I'm a big fan of interactive games like this. And I feel like even for $30, as cheap as it is, I still feel like even for 5 or 6 hours, the build up to the good stuff took too long. The narrative was kind of plain and uninteresting. I mean, it wasn't captivating or inspiring at all. It kind of fell short when it came to the narrative. And games like this are based off the characters and the narrative. The characters' development has to be done well, and the narrative has to be something spectacular to keep me engaged for very long. And I feel like it kind of fell out. It kind of fell on that point, and that's why I feel like if you can wait till it's about $10 or $20, then I would say pick it up just to say you played it for the next installment. But as far as going out to get it right now, I think you can wait on it. You can probably play Detroit Becoming Human, Heavy Rain, and other interactive games now to kind of buy your time until it drops in price. I wouldn't recommend buying it right out if it's not up to standards for a lot of us out there that love interactive games like this. So if you're just looking to have something to play for family and friends, with your girlfriend or best friends, on a movie night or something like that, it's a perfect game to pick up for $30. But for a game that you want to play on a constant basis, and something that you want to indulge in and immerse yourself in, I don't recommend buying it for the $30. So that's my opinion about the game. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Did you get the chance to play it? If you did, what you thought about it? Did you feel like my critique of it was on point or off some? Let me know all your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for sending in the video. Make sure you hit that like button up to the channel. Make sure you share, it helps out as well. And if you haven't become a Mad Gamer yet, hit that subscribe button to become a Mad Gamer. Stay safe, keep gaming. I'm out. I'll talk to you guys later.